So we're starting off with leg extensions. Yeah, you guys seen me do this before. Actually no, this would be the first time. Well, we're doing the same thing, high intensity. I'm pretty sure, I have to double check, but I think it's a 3-set thing that we're doing, 50 to 75%, 100%. Let's start with the 70. Yeah, and I also think that we're warming up too much. Over here, yeah, there's more range of motion that way. Let me double check what the exact rep count is. Oh, 15 reps. All right. I have a habit where I'm mostly just repping it out, but I'm not so in touch with the pauses and such, you know, contracting 2 seconds. 2, 1, 2, 3. Just a bit more control. And I think that way I could maximize a bit of the hypertrophy I'd want to get doing this amount of lower sets. All right, get the blood flowing a bit on the quads. Well, I think we'll do leg press. All right, so I did horizontal leg presses. I did like 3 over there with the, I think it was 220 pounds. I really want to focus more on the variation changes than rather just lifting, because you know I could easily put in 3 plates with the 25, but is the pauses and, you know, negatives and positives, are they going to be great? Probably not. So let me just do a quick warm up. Let's let me think. 3 of the 645s, 3 in here would be about 135. 3 another here would be another 135, so that's 200, about 270. I think that's actually perfect. Let me put a good song. I like how I say that, even though the song that's currently playing It's like different versions. I'm like, let me put a better song. I just put the slower version. All right, so let's do 12. Do one more. Or that was easier than I expected. Thing is that sometimes, you know, you could be like 90%, let's say you're 10% away from being that thin line where you can't exactly do those reps by yourself. So I'm just trying to gauge. Yeah, I think a 10 would be fine. That way it's not too heavy where I can't even do the 12 reps. Yeah, buddy. Pretty good. Nothing but a peanut. All right, let's do half squats. You guys will really see me jumping up and down in a single. With those variations, I would say a 45 and 25. Pretty good. It is funny because I've always done these, as you know, a little bit similar like how Tom does it. Tom Platz. I don't fully go like this, but it's enough where my toes are sticking out. You know, I could do the same thing because, you know what is funny? Ironically, when I put my toes like this, it actually doesn't put as much tension to my knees, which you would think it'd be the opposite. A lot of people get scared of the way how Tom Platz does it, because the first thing they think of is the knees. But for me, oddly enough, I actually feel safer doing this than doing the normal one. Maybe it's because I started it out like that. I'm used to it. think there's too much going on the glute. I'll do it more narrow. It's kind of the same thing when we were doing that, I think it was called Built Squat Pro. We have the shoulder pads and squat down. Going a bit more forward with your feet position just feels it more on the glute. Otherwise, I mean, if I just keep it straight and narrow, I feel it more here, just in this area. Kind of back to usual. I did like that I went to filler there. That's been more of an occasion thing when I add more frequency. We are moving to hamstrings. I think it's leg curls. I am doing a bit more wider angles than what I'd want to. But just for this gym, we can actually do that. Okay. I definitely see some good hypertrophy coming in whenever we're slowing down on those negatives. Oh yeah, for sure. And then squeezing for 2 seconds. That was supposed to be a 75%. Although to be frank, I think that kind of was. Because in the best scenario, you know, getting to 100% intensity should feel like I'm chopping my legs off. That's how it should feel. I think that should be a new rule. I should get up to the points on those last sets where the pain is so great that I'd rather chop my legs off. I think if I have that principle in my head every single time I do curls or anything like this, my legs will grow, for sure. maybe with a bit of taps on assistance, I could have gotten to 15 reps. Ever since I've had the first assistance on, not even on this, on the lying leg curls, the first time was a bit sloppy. Now I'm pretty sure if someone has brings a bit of assistance into that set, I think I could push enough where I'm actually contracting. Sometimes when you get assistance, you're really just trying to push the weight with your head instead of with your primary muscle, you know. That is a common mistake when you're first starting. But I think now, if I do get that, I don't think that should be a problem. Let's do straight legs deadlifts. Start these off with a good 50% of what my max could be. It's funny how I said that in those first 5 reps. I just went straight into track racing. Let me change it to, no, it's not God of War. At least not right now. We'll put on some Fierce Sierkowski 10-minute extended. If you don't know who that is, look at Baki. Good. Let's put it 25. It does look easier. That's the thing, I think, in my opinion, when you're doing straight leg deadlifts. But if you just put on too much weight, you can lift it, but the weight starts to transfer a little into the lower back glutes. Still rack these plates like a newbie. Let's see. That was a bit dramatic, man. I'm not gonna lie. It's just a little easy. Fuck it. Well, I'll put a 35. I'll try my best not to move around so that the weight doesn't transfer out of the hamstrings. pretty good. Way better than last time. No, I am doing 10 pounds less on each side, so I can't exactly compare. All right, so we're done for today. Let's hopefully they have the dance room open. I don't think so, because I think I see the lights turned off. If any case, if they are open, we'll go in there. If not, we'll just find some spot. I'm not gonna lie, this is a bit of a funny angle that I put in. So, we have to see, but I think, to be fair, I think my quads have sort of gotten smaller, just a little. And here's why. Because ever since I started this training, I've had to understand to work with lower sets. When I do that last set, I'm trying to gauge whether this is too much weight that I can't do those amount of reps, or whether it's too little. And sometimes I go over, sometimes I go too, I go under. And so right now I'm starting to understand, okay, this is how much I can really lift with 12 reps, with 10 reps, doing 3 sets or 2. But yeah, same thing with calves. I mean, generally, I will tell you, same thing with everything. I do see my chest, probably, I don't know if it's just me, but maybe it's the same size, just a little bit smaller. Quads are a little smaller too. My calves as well. Triceps maybe the same thing, just everything. And I think that's normal. The key here is whether to see how much I can grow until my birthday. My birthday is very soon, pretty much in a month. And from there, we can really know whether what I've done is worth it for me. I am at least very curious to see how this goes. Yeah, I think hamstring's the same. And yeah, I really, so what's been going on is, I think, right now I'm doing, 3,250 calories I'm taking daily. But my main goal is to increase in weight. I had a weight goal to reach 165 pounds by the end of my bulk. But that hasn't happened at all. I've been stuck at 150 since April. It's 4 months. Yeah, it really sucks. I don't know why it's been happening to me. Luckily, I've got a nutritionist. I'm really having them trying to help me with this issue because it is annoying. I want to gain mass, and maybe for some people who don't understand this, they could look and say, but you look, I mean, you don't look as bad, but for me, no. I want to get much more mass, and it's not because of an insecurity issue or because I really despise the way how I look. It's just because of my goal. I have a 10-year goal, I have a 15-year goal, and in order to reach the physique I want to get, I have to be super disciplined in reaching as much mass as I possibly can, being natty. I'm not, many people, I can hop on steroids, testosterone, tren, and I'm not saying that tren is the holy grail of solving all the problems, but it does give you a huge boost. And I'm not going to do that because there's huge side health effects with that. And that's not what I'm about. I didn't start bodybuilding because of that. I want to try to get as big as my body can naturally. And so yeah, that's it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed that. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. Peace.